Hey, this your girl D Love from the South Side, Inglewood for Life, Chicago, that is. And I am back for another one. Yes, I said it, I am back. And this is a video about a recap of what I know that has happened this week in Thornton Township and what's important dates to know about Thornton Township. And this is from my point of view and from my research only. Continue. PSA. Well, one thing that happened today, this week was there was a meeting on Monday of this week. I believe that was November 25th, 2024, at in South Holland at the Thornton Township building. There was to be a Thornton Township meeting. Unfortunately, there was no meeting because there was no quorum. Yep, no quorum. Carlisle and Gonzalez trustees did not attend. And their reasoning for not attending the meetings were because there is not transparency and they're trying to understand what are they paying for because they're not clear. And it is a lot more mess. It's like uh, there's a restraining order again. Keith Freeman and Carlisle between them two. She doesn't feel safe there, the trustee. What else? Well, there was no meeting. And so one of the things that also that they're trying to get passed through is the bonuses for the employees. I don't know how much the bonuses are for and who gets the bonuses, but she's trying to get the employees their bonuses. And also she's trying to get passed through a a position at the trust on the trustee board. Jerry Jones, former Jerry Jones, he was a trustee on the Thornton Township. He abruptly resigned. I want to say it's either late October, early November from the Thornton Township. It was definitely in October, definitely. And so Tiffany is trying to get that position filled. So what happens is, and this is how Tiffany got in that position also, got her supervisor job. So what happened is they have so many days if it's not filled by a certain time frame, it has to go to the voters to elect a to replace a trustee. And really they probably should make that more law and constitutional that or ordinance or something put in effect that the voters should choose the trustees, not the trustees choose the trustee replacing. Because again, if the supervisor put the person on the board, it's going to be someone that goes and vote for whoever they want. Instead of if the people choose, then it would be more balanced in my position, in my thought process. But everything in the Southland don't always add up. Always don't add checks and balances. Also, let's move on to another event that happened in one of the communities in the Thornton Township. We have the Harvey, Illinois City Council meeting. That city council meeting was a hot mess. The public were not able to address the body because the meeting was abruptly adjourned. And the city alderman, Colby Chapman, was ejected, removed, escorted out of the meeting. It started with the mayor who started it, and the police officer continued to do his bid, moved her out, which is so unfortunate for the people because now you can't get anything done or voted for. But majority of the people on the board are for the mayor, Christopher Clark. And what's important about this conversation is Christopher Clark is running for Thornton Township position. He is running for Tiffany Hinyard's position. Remember that as you watch this video that I'm about to show you. Now, if you think Tiffany Hinyard meetings are I don't want to say entertaining because it's really not entertaining. It's really embarrassing. Let's see what Harvey, Illinois, Christopher Clark, what his meetings look like. Okay, so we have a part of the meeting that I'm about to show you where a resident get escorted out of the meeting. And most likely it's because in the beginning of the meeting you're told you cannot speak, you cannot talk, you cannot clap, you cannot do anything or even gesture. You will be asked to leave. And if you do not leave, you will be either fined or arrested. The craziest thing ever.
Will be taken on any public comment issue.
That police always putting people out.
So please come to order. Please come to order. All the women, please come to order. All the women, please come to order. So there is so all the women come to order. There is so again, the alderwoman from the third and the second ward will not come to order. The chair will ask for a motion to censor the alderwoman.
That lady don't like her.
Motion to return. Second. There is a motion to adjourn. So first we will deal with the motion to adjourn, and then we will go back to the motion to censure, please. Should the motion to adjourn there. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
To adjourn. To adjourn. You want to adjourn? Yeah. No, hold on, no. Yes. Motion to adjourn. I heard six. Would you please, Lord Christ. Oh, you know what? Once again, there was a motion to censure and remove the alderwoman from the second ward. I have a motion by the third. I have a second by the fifth. And then we get a motion to adjourn. Motion to vacate the chair. So we going out motion. We're not doing the second. That's what we're doing. Okay, please cast your votes, please.
She said too much emotion up there. This one she get kicked out.
Madam Alderwoman of the second ward, would you please remove yourself? Thank you. Would you please? Would you please remove yourself from the meeting? Here we go.
Come on, that's wrong. We don't want to get choked.
Oh, she's gonna get choked.
Hey.
We want to hear her talk. Y'all see them on the phone every time somebody come here.
Gentlemen. I don't answer to you. You don't answer.
He said he don't answer to you. He don't answer to nobody, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, please calm down. Ladies and gentlemen, relax, relax. Everybody, relax. Everybody, relax.
Well, he reached over and grabbed her purse because she wasn't moving fast enough. That's the craziest thing ever. Like, I know y'all don't have these problems at y'all meetings, right? Tell me you don't. Tell me you don't. Because this is the ridiculous thing that to be a taxpayer and sorry, to be a taxpayer and then always have to be kicked out the meeting, told to leave, and the residents, even though they kicked the alderman out, they even didn't allow the residents to have public comments. Now they saying that's against the law, not to have the public to have public comments. See, because at one point the public comments were in the beginning. As time went on, they moved the public comments to the end. That way, if the meeting's over, they don't have to have heard the comments of the public. Notice that. And again, this is the shenanigans that will happen in the Thornton Township board meeting if Tiffany Hinyard is replaced with Mayor Christopher Clark. I don't know what's up with these black folks. I'm just saying. So as you can see at the bottom of the screen, December 3rd is a very important date. And let's go check out I want to show you. Hallelujah. The Lansing Journal. All right. And I want to. All right. Let's see. One second. What I want to do is. All right, because I want you to be able to see this. The Lansing Journal is keeping our community informed and connected. So if you have opportunity, please stop by and check out the Lansing Journal. And I will pin the Lansing Journal in the comments below. So as you can see, December 3rd is when they have the notice of the Thornton Township Republican Caucus. So this is where it says for the purpose of nominating candidates for the offices of township supervisor, town clerk, township trustee, township assessor, and township highway commissioner. And I don't want to neglect, but this article is written by Melanie Johnson. I'm gonna ask her how to pronounce her name when I see her again. But December the 3rd, 2024, at 6 p.m. at the South Holland Heritage House, 443 East 157th Street in South Holland, is when the Republicans will pick their candidates. The resident of Thornton Township who want a better understanding of the purpose and process of the caucus can download the PDF of the Township Caucus Guide prepared by the Illinois State Board of Election. Now I was able to look at it, and it gives you like the information, how it's done, how the dates are important. So now remember the Republicans are at 6 p.m. on December 3rd. Now, in the same article in the Lansing Journal, the notice of Thornton Township Caucus And this is for the Democratic Party. Political party caucus and township notice on the first Tuesday in December preceding the date of the regular township election. A caucus shall be held by the voters of each established political party in the township to nominate its candidates for the various offices to be filled at the election. Notice of the caucus shall be given at least 10 days prior it is held by publication in some newspaper having a general circulation in the township. So the notice is hereby given that on December 3rd, the caucus of the Democratic Party in the township of Thornton, Cook County, Illinois, will be held at these are two different locations. Interesting, right? That's why I said, let me go back and look. So the Republican caucus is held in South Holland. The Democratic will be held in Homewood Flossmoor Park District Auditorium at 7 p.m. And that's purpose of nominating the supervisor, clerk, four trustees, assessor, and a highway commissioner. And again, they have the 2025 Township Caucus Guide. And there is Melody. And she grew up in Lansing. It's important. Very nice lady. If you have any questions, she'll definitely talk with you about what's going on in Thornton Township. So these are the important dates. And let me so I'll definitely be at the I'll definitely be at the Thornton Township or I no not Thornton Township. I would definitely be at the Democratic one at in Homewood. I can't see you can't get to Homewood and mhm. Now I might try to go to the Republican. I'll have to leave 15 minutes earlier. Let's try to get to South Holland until yeah, I think that's like 20-minute drive to get there, those two places. But I'm gonna try to do my best to be able to go to both so I can at least get you the information. Maybe because I really want to get a front seat. Well, I might still go to one and just leave the Republicans early just to see how is, it may not be as crowded as the Democratic because the Southland is definitely a Democratic community. Now, if you get a chance to subscribe to the Chicago's Tribune, you should. I mean, it has some useful information in there and just useful articles. And I found this one article in the Chicago Sun-Times. And it's Mayor Tiffany Henry faced trustee Jason House in the primary. I don't know why this thing keeps but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at it. I'm not gonna go through the whole article with you, um, just because I don't want to get flagged by the Chicago Tribune. But I'll just read some things out of it that I definitely feel that is important. We'll do it that way. It's just interesting to know that in the article on the Chicago Tribune, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henry files for re-election. And it came out yesterday, the article. And I will link it in my bio and below. So it says the Friends of Tiffany Henry did not record any contribution or expenses for the recently ended July and September quarter and show no incoming into the campaign since before the final 3 months of 2023. According to the report filed with the Illinois State Board of Education election, Henry made a personal loan of $20,000 to the campaign March 6th, and the campaign had just under $64,000 to spend at the end of September, according to the filing. House campaign committee, Friends of Jason House, showed a total receipt of $16,400 for the recent July-September quarter and had a bit more than 27,700 available at the end of September, according to the state campaign finance report. Since the end of last month, he has received 20,500 in additional contributions. Now in Dalton, trustee race Jocelyn King ran last year as a write-in candidate for Dalton trustee and was supported by Hinyard. Let's see. Oh gosh, it was okay. So in February, Democrat primary King received 791 write-in votes, or under than a bit more than 10% of the total vote, giving her the fifth highest vote total for one of three nominees, according to Cook County Clerk. Now, this is what I really want to talk about. I was trying to wait till. So, it's not much is known, but there's another person that is also running for Thornton Township. His name is Nate Fields. Now, in the article, it talks about how Nate Fields, he's 33 years old. He previously worked under Frank Zuccarelli. And I know that even as a young person, he when he was in high school, he also worked at Thornton Township for the summer programs. Now, it said his position. Now, Nate's position was dissolved under Tiffany Hinyard. Confirmed he was filed as independent candidate for April election rather than the primary. So that's important. Um, so February is not the primary. April is the primary. Okay, so whoever wins in February goes against whoever on the ballot in April. It says he hopes. Now, this is what Snake Fields said in the article. Said he is running to improve transparency and involve the community more in township decision making. He said he hopes to launch an app that will allow residents to access important township information in one central place. He also said, I'm hoping the community that is outraged about how Tiffany is acting is going to get up now and say, okay, choose him now because I need to get up and make a difference now, per Nate Fields. And hopefully one day we'll be able to get him on our platform. But there was something else I wanted to read to you. Let me see if I can find it real quickly about that. Tiffany Hinger, um, she is. I just read something. I can't figure where I just saw that. She's not on the. Quote me if I'm wrong. Let me find it before I even start talking. Yeah, well, they're not gonna do nothing about the feds right now. So we have to keep moving as if there's it's a regular day. I just read. Okay. Okay, so Henny announced this month Facebook she would seek re-election for Dalton mayor and that an event announcing her slate of candidates would be scheduled in November. She did do that. I saw something that sh- I can't see it, so I can't say it. Hmm. I thought I saw something. Well, I will say what I thought, but I'm not sure that she's not going to be on the February ballot. She's going to be on the April ballot. But on December 3rd, hopefully we'll be able to get more information in detail or intel on that information. Hmm. Also, we know that Nate Field is going to be in the April election. Right. Nate Field's going to be on the April election. So if I misstated Tiffany position, I apologize. He's April and he's filing as an independent. Okay, so he won't be at the Democratic Party election. So that we do know. All righty. Well, I hope I didn't ramble too much, but I just wanted to get the information out on what has happened this week in the Thornton Township community, and also what is going on and why December 3rd is an important day for the Democrats. This December 3rd. Remember that. This is this is an important date for us all. Remember that. So Thornton date important. Township important date is December 3rd. So let's see who the Democrats will choose to be on the ballot in February, in February. And who is going to run against who in April. So that's okay. I know it's going to be the confusing part because they're saying we got into February with Tiffany Henyard, but so what happens is she's on the ballot in February. If she loses in February, whoever wins in February will go up against the person in April. That's my analogy, my thought process. Well, I'm not going to hold you. I hope all is well and I wish you well. Well, don't forget to stay active in your community and don't wait until election time to get involved. Sorry, see the tears from my eyes. So please stay informed in your community and make things happen. Well, this your girl D Love from the South Side. Inglewood for life. Chicago, that is. Peace.
It's C Love on the south side, yeah, that's right. Reppin' Inglewood, got my hustle tight. From Showdown streets where the wind blows, fierce built up like